Hello students, welcome to our penmanship lesson. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at the cursive letter Z. We have finally reached the last letter of the alphabet, the cursive letter Z. Now, the cursive letter Z is very simple. It's like writing a normal letter Z. The letter Z is a short letter. So it's going to pull up those two blue lines. So it's going to look like the letter Z that you have been writing so far. So there is not much cursiveness in the letter Z. It's only when we are using the letter Z in words that I am going to show you how the letter Z will be joined to letters and how the other letters are joined to the letter Z. So again, there's not much cursiveness, anything cursive to add to the letter Z. So we write the letter Z like how we normally write the letter Z. So then how would we create our pattern? So let's see if we can create that pattern. So we write one Z and we're simply touching this part of your Z. This part here is simply taking the next Z and touching it. So they are all touching each other in the bottom blue line. So all the Z's are filling up your two blue lines and they are touching each other. So this part here is made a little longer. The bottom part of your letter Z. And that's the same way that they are going to appear in words. So let's look at how we are going to use the letter Z to join other letters in words. So our first word is zebra. So we start with the letter Z. So we write that Z. And we're taking the bottom here and we're going into E. And then the other letters are coming in, joining each other. Again, we write the letter Z. We take that Z at the bottom part and carry it into E. That is how the Z is joining to your E in the word zebra. Remember, keep the letters close. Don't forget the ending part of your cursive letter A. Our next word is quiz. We have been doing a lot of quizzes. So we write the Q, carry it up into a U, a I, and then the I, you leave the I there and you go and make a Z and touch the I. Q, U, I, and then we take the Z and touch the I. So we're joining the Q to the U to the I, and then we're joining the bottom corner of your Z to your I. So we end up with a cursive I, and then we're going to start at the top. And you see how I made the Z touch the I here, just as what we did here. So the Z is joining to the other letters in the word. Our next word is jazz. Jazz is a type of music. So we start by writing a common letter J, A, and again we start at the top of the Z, touch it to the A, and then another Z, touch it to the first Z, the word jazz. So our common J starts, we go up, touch the top blue line, down, curve, dot it. You must dot your letter J, A, 1Z, 2Z, and they are joining each other like we did in the pattern, the word jazz. Our next word, fizzy, a fizzy drink. So we start with a cursive F, I, Z, Z, and now we're going to take this last, the second Z, and go into a Y, fizzy. Remember your cursive letter F is midway between your lines. Your Y will touch your bottom line. So when you meet your I, come back with your Z, Z, Y. The word fizzy. The next word is a longer word, grazing. Animals are grazing in the field. So we start with a cursive G, R, A. Now the Z will come to touch your A. The Z will go to make an I, N, G, grazing. So grazes ends with the E, so we leave out the E and add I-N-G. G-R-A-Z-I-N-G. So the word grazing begins with a G and ends with a G. The Z will come and touch the bottom part of your cursive A here. Go into I. And our final word today is wizard. W will go into I, make a Z and touch the bottom of the I. The Z will go into a R, and a D, wizard. Remember to curve your R properly. So I do not have enough space for another word here, so I'm not going to write it. I'm not going to try to squeeze it up there. So we just leave it as it is. So today we are writing the letter Z, and we are looking at how the letter Z is joining to other letters, like the Z is joining to the E in zebra, and how other letters, how the I is joining to your Z, how the A is joining to your Z in words. So the Z is not really cursive, but we are using it to join to other letters and other letters and joining to the letter Z. So this is our last letter in the alphabet. So our next lesson will be involving using all the letters in words, and we are going to continue practice our cursive handwriting.